Hey guys, Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Hawkeye issue 1, and let's talk about this. This is the series everyone's been talking about, the series that surprises people, and a lot of those Marvel solo series have been surprising people. Daredevil, Punisher, Scarlet Spider, those type of Venom, these solo series, like, if you really concentrate on a character, it really seems like a lot of people are being surprised. Like I said, Daredevil won, 10,000 Eisner Awards, won a lot of Eisner Awards because it's so good, I love how they really concentrate on these solo series, and it seems like they're doing an awesome job. Captain Marvel, same thing. It seems like they screw up with team books a little bit more than they do, with these solo series. It seems like the solo series are doing pretty well. So let's talk about this cover for Hawkeye and see if I like this solo series. I got the variant issue because all the other, the regular covers were all out in my comic book store. So I had to get the variant, which had Spider-Man, which is, it's Hawkeye. Like, why are they having Spider-Man? But whatever, it's a variant issue, and I love the cover for, the regular issue, so I was really disappointed that they didn't have, my comic book store didn't have the regular issue, because, so many people really want this series, but it really shows how much, how popular this series is going to be, and how I think it's definitely going to have a second printing. But, yeah, so I was really disappointed that they didn't have that cover, because that's, one of the reasons I picked up this issue, saying, wow, that art looks really good, and, I need to pick this up. So, personally, I've never really read that much with Hawkeye. I've seen him in Avengers, I've seen him in, different team books. I've read Hawkeye and Mockingbird, the first issue of that, but there's, 6 or 5. It was, a mini-series, or maybe it just got canceled, I don't know. But it was a short series, and, yeah, so I read that for Hawkeye, but I really don't know much about his character. So, but I love archers, you guys know that, and a lot of my favorite characters are archers, so I was very excited for that. And I heard Kate Bishop was coming in this, that is Hawkeye from, Young Avengers, who's one of my favorite characters, so it's I have to pick this up, so there's just so many great stuff about this, and I was like, Matt Fraction's writing it, he does do a good job, with writing solo series, so I was like, you know what, it's calling my name, I gotta pick this up, give this a try. So let's see what's going on with this issue, and see if I liked it. So really we get to see Hawkeye not being Hawkeye. We see who Clint is in this issue. We get to see that Clint lives in a kind of bad neighborhood in New York. We get to see he's a regular guy, yes, he's an Avenger, but he's a regular guy who cares, and that's what we get to see. We get to see that this mafia is trying to sell the building and evicting everybody, people that need their home. And really, Clint lives there too, but he cares about the other people. He has Avengers Mansion, doesn't matter to him, but he sees these people putting off on the streets, and he says, this is not fair, I'll pay you guys, I own the building now, I'm paying you guys off. And you see how much Clint is a good person, and we get to see he owns the building, that way, these people don't have to go on the streets. We also get to see he saves a dog, from being killed, and you just see how kind Clint is, and how, not just how kind Hawkeye is, how that hero Avenger is. It's we get to see who Clint is, and I love that. I love this issue. I simply loved it. Again, I've really never read anything with Hawkeye, but this opens my eyes to this character, and I'm so excited to read more, get to see Kate Bishop in this series, I think in the next issue, see how their team works, I'm glad we're seeing Clint. We're not just seeing Hawkeye, we're seeing Clint, and this issue was really amazing. The art was really good. We get to see some really good artwork. Look at this. He's using cards as, to fight. That's amazing. Yes, he's not Gambit, but, he's using as, kind of like arrows, and I love that. I loved it. I loved the art. I loved everything about this issue, and I'm so excited to pick up more. I think it's coming out September 5th or something. It's marked on my calendar. This is one of my favorite series right now, and it's really good art. Pick this up, okay? Just pick this up. I'm telling you guys, if you really were I don't know, I don't like Hawkeye. I didn't like Hawkeye either, but this is a good series. This just brings, again, it opens your eyes of who Clint is. And you get to see how good of a character he is. It's just a really good story, and you have to pick this up. I'm telling you, I'm not straining you wrong on this. You have to pick this issue up. It's such a good story. Like all the other all the other, comic books, reviewers are saying, pick this up, and I'm agreeing with them. IGN, Comic Vine gave it a 5. I'm telling you, pick this up. It's really good. It's really, really good. And, yeah, I wish they actually had free digital copy. I don't think they do. They should, because you know what? I would have made a contest, but yeah, but that's how good it is. That is how good it is. I would have given you guys free digital copy, but too bad. I'm upset they don't. But definitely, yeah, pick this up. Pick this up. I'm telling you like 1,000 times. This is a really good series, and you'll see a really good story, and yeah, it's personally one of my favorites, and Marvel's done well on this. And one thing I really liked about this series is that a lot of the stuff that Marvel have been taking out, have been releasing, is like, oh, let's do something with Avengers because Avengers did well in movie theaters. Did really well in movies. So let's bring everything we have with the movies and bring them into our comic book. And that's something I don't like about Marvel that they do. They really force, characters in comic books because they did well in Avengers. And sometimes they force it when they don't need to be in that story, and you need to make other characters shine also. DC does not do that. Batman just came out very successful, really did well in the box office and really did well with critics. But you don't see them forcing Batman down your throats. Batman's the best thing in the world, and like forcing it down your throat. You don't see them doing that. And Superman's coming out. There's not like every cover is like, oh, you need to buy Superman, But I feel like Marvel does do that. They do kind of like in Spider-Man, they had Black Widow. I think if Avengers didn't come out and they didn't have Black Widow, I don't think Black Widow would have been in that story. I'm not saying she did a bad job. I'm just saying that's just an example. But I'm saying there's a lot of other Avengers Assemble. That series is dedicated to saying, oh, you like the movie? Let's put a crappy story into Avengers Assemble. That's Avengers Assemble. And now they're having Guardians of the Galaxy because of the movie. Like, that's a series that, Marvel actually says you, have to pick this up because you saw the movie. And, forces the movie down your throat. But like I said, DC strays away from that, and I like that. But, I love Marvel stuff, and I feel like the point is that Hawkeye is not one of these series. Hawkeye, this was a meaningful series, and it was a good series. It wasn't forced because of the movie. There's nothing about the movie. This was just a really good series, and that was my point of that babbling. Yeah, so pick this up. This was a really good issue. Again, this is my pick of the week. I give it 5 stars. Really good. And again, this is Comic Uno. I hope you guys enjoyed. And pick this up. And guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Random Situations. And see you guys. Bye.